Hello there, it's Chris Warburton here. I am the owner and founder of Truth Acquisition. And today we're going to be going over a free training, which is actually an offer creation masterclass. So this is just a little taster of what's inside the program. But basically, we're going to be going over what makes an incredibly compelling offer for coaches, consultants, and marketing agencies. So you've probably already seen it as huge competition in all of these spaces. But luckily, most of the offers are crap. The offer in a business is a driving factor, something that incentivizes a prospect or someone in your market to actually book in a call and then become your client. So they're incredibly important, and it's incredibly important that you get your offer right. Now, of course, there's so much more to a consulting, coaching, or marketing agency business to make it successful. There's other factors, things that you need. But honestly, an offer is one of the most important things, okay? So without further ado, go through this free training. At the end, there's also going to be a document to go through. And when you work through that document, that process, by the end of it, you're going to have an offer that honestly, your prospects are going to feel dumb saying no to becoming your client. So thanks so much. There's going to be so many more free trainings and stuff as well. So if you subscribe, follow on LinkedIn, all of that good stuff, then you'll get to see them when they come out. So get stuck in and enjoy. Today, we're going to be going over crafting offers that make clients feel dumb saying no to becoming your client. Bit of a mouthful there, but coaches, consultants, agencies owners, you're all in industries that are highly competitive. And if you don't have a really compelling offer, you're not going to book any appointments. And worst of all, you're not going to sign any clients. Okay. So in this free training, I'm going to kind of go over what makes an offer a good offer, what to avoid, and also how to actually, find out what a perfect offer is for your niche, for your market. Okay. So first of all, I'm just going to go over 4 of the main things that your offer needs to incorporate for it to be effective. Okay. So first of all, we want the offer to be high level and vague. Okay. So when crafting your offer, it's crucial that you don't give away all of the details. Okay. You don't want to give away too much information. And the reason for this is curiosity is a huge motivator for people to book calls and find out more about your services. So humans, we're very curious creatures, and we really, want to find out all of the details. We want to learn more about everything. And if we can't learn more about everything, it makes us restless. Now, we achieve curiosity by keeping things very vague. Okay, so not giving too much details away, keeping it high level as well. And by high level, I'm kind of talking about, certain words, certain phrases that trigger an emotional response in the prospect. So rather than us saying prevent, we would say something like eliminate. Okay, prevent is a very boring word. It's not very sure. It's not very, there's not much conviction in that word. But when you use something like eliminate, it's a big, powerful word. It's high level. It will get the prospect's brain ticking. It'll get them interested. It'll captivate them. Okay. Now, like I said, when we give away all of the information early on, the prospect has less of an incentive to book a call. So if you give all of the details, if you get a lot of details away in your offer, then the prospect is going to start drawing their own conclusions in their head. You might say something like, mention Facebook ads in your offer. Now, the prospect may have tried Facebook ads in the past, and it might have failed for them. And although it might have been their involvement in the Facebook ads that was the reason for them failing, that experience is going to it would have already made a cognitive bias, a way that they're just going to associate Facebook ads with that failure. So straight away, they're going to click off. They're not going to bother to book a call because to them, they've already drawn a conclusion in their head. So rather than Facebook ads, you would say something like the ultra target process, something high level. Okay. It sounds high level and it's vague as well. So we've got that curiosity there. Now, outcome based. What do I mean by outcome based? So the aim is to keep the prospect in an outcome-based thinking, okay, or in outcome-based thinking, rather than process-based thinking, okay? So what's process-based thinking? Process-based thinking is, when the prospect is thinking about all the work and the time and the actual process itself, the things that they have to do to achieve the desired result. So this takes their mind off the outcome. Okay, we want them to think of the end result. Okay, their desire. What is the end result? It's their deepest desires. It's the problem that they're currently facing. It's a reality where that is solved. So we really want to keep the prospect in this outcome-based thinking, because as soon as they start going into process-based thinking, doubts are going to creep in. Can I do this work? Am I going to be able to change myself? Am I going to be able to put in the motivation or motivate myself to do this? So it's crucial that we keep them in outcome-based thinking. Risk-free, okay? Or in other words, some kind of safety net. So we want a safety net within our offer. And we live in a time where, anyone can pose as a guru or an expert, especially when it comes to, the agency space. You've got people on the literally 20-year-olds who are renting out Lamborghinis for a day, posting videos all over their Instagram, and claiming that they're an expert or a guru at certain things. And this has led to many people being burnt by, coaches, consultants, and marketing agencies alike. Now, to reflect your great service and instill trust and confidence in your market, you need to have some kind of safety net there, okay? Something that protects the client and shows how confident you are in your own business, okay? Now, of course, safety nets, there is caveat to safety nets. You need to be sure of your product, okay? You need to be sure of your service. You can't just have a half-assed service, because then you're going to get a client on and you're going to have to give them a refund. You're going to have to give them extra coaching or whatever it is that safety net involves. You need to be sure of your service, okay? So your expertise, that you need to know that you can change somebody's life. And morally, as a business owner, you shouldn't really be taking on clients unless you can help them, okay? Whether you're a coach, a consultant, a marketing agency, whatever it is, you need to know that you're going to be able to change someone's life. And on top of that as well, when you have an incredible product, an incredible service, you're able to have so much more conviction on your sales calls. Your prospects are actually going to be able to sense that, you have an incredible product. Now, the next point and the final point, and I'd just like to, repeat as well that this isn't all of the things that you need to make an incredible offer. There is other aspects to making a great offer that we're going to go over in our free training. That's going to be a document attached to this as well. But these are just the main points. So you really need to make sure that you're using language that your market resonates with. Okay. So let's say an engineer or someone like that, they're not going to know what high ticket means. So this is why market research, although coaches, consultants, agency owners, most of you guys, you're not doing market research because it's boring. I know some of you don't even know where to start in the first place, but you have to be doing it. You can build out an incredible refined profile of your perfect client. You can, the words, the phrases that they use, their pains, their desires, all of these things are crucial to know, because we can craft our offer using certain language that, triggers emotional responses in the prospect and makes them think, hang on a minute, that, that's my situation. This guy knows my situation. He must be able to help me. Okay. So this is why it's crucial that you do proper market research. And I'm going to go over a little method in this video as well on how you can, it's kind of a shortcut to market research. It's the easiest method to find out, all about your ideal client fast. Okay. Now, to increase market resonance, you can also add a time frame. Okay. So time frames are great because it sets in stone when this person is going to have their desired reality. It's tangible. They know, hang on a minute, if I start this at this time, by February or whenever, I'm going to be living my desired reality. So timeframes are really powerful. And a little tip as well, when you're actually crafting your offer, days work so much better than weeks or months. So even 90 days works better than 12 weeks. And we're not sure why. Okay, we've done a lot of testing, and I think it's just days just sound faster. Okay, it just seems easier. 90 days as opposed to 12 weeks. 12 weeks just sounds longer. But days always works the best. So you want to be using days. Now, what I'm going to go over now is using all of this knowledge that we just learned here. We're going to take a subpar, a very mediocre, crappy offer that, is found in most coaches. I'm going to say literally about 80 to 90% of coaches, consultants, and agency owners have a very subpar offer. Okay, it might be slightly better than this, but they're still crap. Okay, and believe me, I know I've seen so many of my clients have terrible offers, and we've revamped them into incredible offers. So for this example, this is a burnout coach. Okay, so as you can see here, prevent burnout with our 4-week meditation and yoga course. So here, this isn't very high level at all. Prevent. It doesn't sound, it doesn't get you excited. It doesn't really trigger much of an emotional response. With our 4-week, again, we're using the wrong kind of time frame terminology there. 4-week, it just sounds longer than, say, 30 days. Meditation and yoga course. So this is process-based thinking here, okay? And also on top of that, there's no curiosity there. We already know that it's a meditation and a yoga course, okay? Your prospect might have tried meditation and yoga in the past, and because of their involvement in it and not having the right training, they may have failed on that. And of course, now they're going to come to the conclusion that they're going to fail again if they were to go with you. So you want to keep it vague as possible. Okay. Now here we've got the revamped version. So we've got eliminate burnout. Okay. Very strong word, very high level, with our 30-day Dread to Dream Life program. So dread, let's say, for example, you were the burnout coach. You went to Reddit and you found, or a Facebook group, and you found a mum's burnout page, okay, a mum's burnout group. And in there, they were talking about how they're dreading their week at work. They're dreading burnout. Dread is a very, very strong word. It invokes an emotion. So you know that your market, your niche is already using words like that. They're going to resonate with this word. It's going to invoke that feeling of dread inside of them. And pain, again, pain's a huge motivator as well, okay? And then Dread to Dream Life program, okay? Dream Life is, we're already getting them in outcome-based thinking there. That's their, the life where the problems are solved. They've got no burnout. Their dream is probably to just not face burnout because it's a very, very painful issue for them. It's filling them with dread. So when we say Dread to Dream Life, we're taking them from their current painful situation to their desired situation, okay? And instead of using course, okay, we're using program, because a course is highly overused. So many people have been burnt by courses. Again, people are going to associate the word course with all these gurus and self-proclaimed experts that really don't do a good job, okay? That have burnt people in the past and things like that. Program, it sounds more high level. It sounds new. It's fairly vague. A program could be multiple different things. And here we are. We've got the risk reversal. Okay, so we're so confident in our breakthrough process that you do not pay if you don't destroy burnout after 30 days. Okay, so again, another thing here, destroy burnout. So we're just reaffirming the outcome there of what they want. They'd love to destroy burnout. That sounds great to them. Destroy burnout, very high level word. It's just the same as eliminate, getting rid of that. So in their head, they're going to think it's gone for good. Okay. It's keeping them in that outcome based process. Now, next, we're going to go over how do we actually, find out these certain words? How do we find out the terminology and things like that is going to be the best language that we can use within our offer that's going to resonate with our market, okay? So as we said here, we need to do market research for proper market resonance. So here we are, we're going to go over a little method. So within our program, we do have, more substantial methods. You've got consultants and stuff in the program that are going to really dive deep, but this is still a really quick way to get a really refined customer avatar. Okay, a customer avatar, if you don't know what it is already, it's basically a profile of your ideal client. We're not going to go over making that today because we've only got so much time. We've not got really enough time to delve into that, and that's something that we do in the program too. Also, we'll end up doing another free training on that another day. But market research for effective market resonance. Okay, so you basically want to go to the places that your market hangs out. Okay, the people in your niche, the people who have a problem that you can solve. You want to find out where they're talking online, where they're discussing things, where they're hanging out effectively. Okay, so you've got Facebook groups, incredible. There's so many like mums burnout coaches on there, for example, mums burnout groups on Facebook. There's so many different groups on Facebook. Literally any problem that's out there, there's going to be some kind of Facebook group with a community of people who are in pain, who have the problem that you can solve, and you're going to be able to find out so much from them, their pains, their desires, their drives, everything like that. YouTube comments, okay? So you might have influencers in your niche who are helping people solve their current problems, and in the YouTube comments, there's going to be discussions between people in your niche who've got these pains, who've got these problems, and they're going to express more things, use certain terminology, and this is going to help you build out your client avatar, okay, your ideal client, which is going to help craft your offer. Websites, blogs, discussions among there as well, very similar to YouTube comments too. Google search, this is also great for, first of all, of course, finding all of these, but you can actually find statistics and studies and things like that as well, okay? Of course, that doesn't apply to all niches, okay? But, it's useful nonetheless. Reddit, this is one of my personal favorites, okay? So Reddit has there's communities on there, again, that have any kind of problem. You're going to find extensive Reddit communities on there that you'll find are more active than any other kind of place, okay? These are all great still, and you can still get very active Facebook groups, but Reddit's just, it's great. Other online communities, Discord servers, things like that. Competitors and free groups / forums, okay? So you might have other burnout coaches out there, other marketing agencies or other consultants that are in your niche that have set up these free kind of groups where they basically give value to people who are in your niche, okay, who've got these problems, and these people also discuss in those comments as well. So these are also great places to information gather and find out loads about your ideal client. Also, client interviews as well. Literally as simple as DMing somebody and asking if you can interview them. You might pay them a little bit of money. You might compensate them in some way. You might message them. You might have had a mum who is on one of these Facebook burnout groups. She's expressing her pains. You can then DM her and say, I've got a great method, that I can help with burnout. In exchange for this, I can either give you or in exchange for this method, I'd love to interview you and find out more about your pains, your motivators, your driving factors, all of these kind of things, okay? So this is a really easy way to very fast, very quickly, build out a client avatar. Now, there is ways to get a really, really defined client avatar that's really perfect, but again, it's long. We're not going to go over it today, and this is a great quick method for you. Now, when we effectively build out these client avatar, okay, and get all this information on our ideal client, these are the things that we find out. Okay. So we understand what drives them. Okay. We get to know the reasons behind their actions and what drives their decisions. In other words, their biggest motivators, what motivates them to make certain decisions. And of course, this is really important to understand because we want to know what's going to motivate them to actually book a call in with us and become our clients. Seeing their desired future. Okay. So recognize what they hope to achieve in the future. So this is really important. We want to really find out and imagine what their goals are. What's their desired future, their desired reality? What is their their ultimate goals? What is this state, this situation that they want to get out of and come into? Okay. So spotting obstacles in the way. Okay. So we want to identify the things that are currently blocking their path to their goals. When we identify these things, we can also find out certain questions in our sales scripts and put into our offer as well, certain things in our offer that is going to make them realize that, this blockage, this obstacle that they're currently facing can be relieved by this person who has got this offer right in front of me. Okay. Yourself. Identifying the problem's pain. Okay. Really, really important. Like I mentioned before, pain is also a huge motivator, because they want to get out of their current painful situation. So we can locate and amplify the pain to help them take action instead of stagnating and being in a state of denial. So our subconscious, it's always working to pain avoidance. It wants to get out of pain. So a lot of times you'll find that people, they kind of bury the pain that they're feeling, justifications, excuses. They might overeat, they might drink too much, things they're trying to do to avoid this pain. The subconscious as well, it thinks certain thoughts, makes excuses and justifications as well to get out of pain. So sometimes we really need to locate and amplify that pain. Okay. So like I mentioned here, this word dread is there to amplify their pain. It's very emotional. We want them to feel that emotion as they're reading this. Okay. And then followed by dream, life, another emotion that's going to make them think, okay, I need to get out of this pain. And this person has, a solution for me to get out of this painful situation. Now, helping them take action. Okay. So the market research that we gather also, we can learn how to help our prospect take action. So we can encourage them to make choices that ease their problems. In other words, we encourage them to make choices that, becoming our client. We've got a solution that we know works, that we know will take away their problem. So by knowing these aspects about themselves, we can encourage them to get out of their own way and finally make a jump, get uncomfortable and solve their problem. Building trust in your solutions. Okay. So here we can, again, we're using this information to build trust, okay, into our solutions. So there's certain terminology that we're using, like here, our solutions, we destroy burnout in 30 days. We found out that these words, they work really well. They're very high level. They're going to resonate with our client. Breakthrough process. Again, this is something that terminology we might have found that could really resonate, with our ideal client, so that we can make them believe that we can solve their problems effectively. Okay, so now it's time to actually take action. Okay, so what I want you to do is go down to the link in the description. If you're watching this on YouTube, if you're not watching this on YouTube and you just ordered the free training through the website, you'll get an email anyway with this offer creation document. Okay, it's on a Google worksheet. We've got an extensive process on there to go through and work your way through. And by the end of it, you're going to have an incredibly compelling offer that literally clients are going to feel dumb saying no to becoming your client. So thank you so much for watching this free training. I hope it's adds so much value, and I know it will add value if you do it correctly. Subscribe if you haven't already. There's going to be plenty more free trainings that are going to be getting released. And this is just a little taster of what is in the program. And if you don't know already, I'm the founder of Truth Acquisition. And what we do is we guarantee a minimum of 20 to 30 high ticket clients within 90 days of our systems going active in your business on a complete pay on results basis. On YouTube, in my bio, you're going to be able to find a Calendly link to book in a call with us. So if you're interested and you want to kind of skip all the hard work and all of these things, you can book in a call with one of our team and we can get you to that 20 to 30 high ticket clients within 90 days. Thank you so much for watching and have an incredible week.